How was it growing up without a father, man?
It was, oh man. Okay. I'll tell you the biggest recollection I have of that. And it's as early as probably this might sound freakish, but I remember at 3 years old. 3 years old. It was 1984. I clearly remember I went to the movies with my mom and her boyfriend to go watch Return of the Jedi.
Oh, wow.
And me, like, you know, an energetic little boy would run up and down the aisles of the movie theater and being chased out by the ushers, like, hey, get out. You got to get out or go back in your seat. And then I remember turning back and I went like this to the kid that was working there. And all I saw was a big Ewok face on the screen. And my mom's boyfriend at the time got mad for me doing that. And the first thing I told him was, you can't tell me shit because you're not my dad. I remember that. So that was the beginning, I remember. Yeah. But technically, my earliest father figure was my godfather in Boyle Heights, because that's where I traveled. I was like a gypsy, man, seriously. So he was my godfather. He wasn't my father, but he did everything he could, gave me money when I needed it, bought me my toys, bought me food, took me to go feed roosters and chickens in his backyard. Took me to some illegal rooster fights.
Wow.
Took me to his friend's house where they were like breeding hens and roosters. And I'm just like, okay. So I was kind of growing up a little bit country in a Mexican sense. Yeah. Then they send me to Mexico to go experience that, do the whole Catholic thing with the confirmation because there's no age limit over there. And I went with him and my godmother. And totally okay with my mom. My mom was 18, 19. She was working, you know, wherever she could work because she was here illegally for a while. And I come back, you know, I was treated for head lice. It was horrible, man. And then I go back. I remember I didn't see them for like a year or 2 years because my mom met this new guy who I started calling, you know, dad. And,
How old were you at this point?
I want to say I was 7.
Wow.
Yeah, 1988. I remember because he had took me to that game 3 at Dodger Stadium with the Gibson home run. Oh, yeah, I was there for that one on the opposite end. And I remember because he was yelling, and as a kid, I could not fathom that roar of a crowd. It was so traumatizing to me, but it felt good.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I've never felt that.
You were the game 1?
It was a game when Dennis Eckersley pitched against Gibson. Was it 1 or 2?
That was game 1, bro.
Okay, game 1 at Dodger Stadium. I thought it was game 3. I could be confused, but
nope, it's game 1.
It was, yeah, because they won it in 7, right?
Or they won it in 5, man.
5. I remember. They
won it in 5. That was incredible.
So I remember the Dodger dogs back then. He would, they were actual Dodger dogs. They're huge.
Yeah.
But his name was Jose. And now he is, I don't know if he's co-owner or general manager of Cielito Lindo, Olvera Street, the little taquito place.
Oh, yeah.
They've come out on Vice TV. They're renowned globally. They're right across the street from Union Station. Last time I ran into him, I was working at Radio Shack I was already an adult. He didn't recognize me. But okay, so I don't have a dad. I'm calling this guy dad. I guess he's trying to win over me, you know, because I'm an only child and, you know, he's going out with my mom, whatever. But unfortunately, this is the story I like to share with people is that since the age of, I guess 8, around 8.5, 9, right after the World Series ended, I got introduced to what is now known as domestic violence in the house. So this guy, Jose, apparently would run a jealous streak or do whatever. He'd get drunk at the job where he worked there in Olvera, would come back, get all coked out and just beat my mom in front of me, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it was tough to watch, man. At one point, I mean, I thought he was really attacking her, which he was. But in my own little like 8, 9-year-old mind, I'm like, I was trying to grab him and do something. But I just remember just got slapped in the face and I knocked over and I didn't know what to think of it. I thought it was normal, dude, to be honest with you, early, but then it happened again. And this time I'm like, no, this isn't normal. I can't be doing this shit. And this time what had happened, he took me to another Dodger game, like in 89 around there. And he kept buying me stuff, which is a little suspect. Like, what do you want? You want some money? You want a doctor dog? You want to go to the vet? So what was your mom? And who was she with? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, and me, like a dumb little boy, was giving away my mom basically cheating on him. And I remember we went back to the apartment in City Terrace, and this guy that I'm supposed to be calling my dad I'm like, fuck, something's going to happen. I'm just sitting there like my mom's just burning a hole with her eye at me. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Like, he was buying me stuff and I fucking said,
yeah, you're 9 at the time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, 9. And then fast forward, this is stuff that I've talked about before, but not like to a professional, not like you, and then it happened. Same thing, gets drunk, gets coked out, comes back. But this time he really beats the shit out of her, man. And I step in, he gives me a good one in the forehead right here. And I remember my mom's goddaughter and, the people, her compadres, she would call, they bursted through the door and basically had to hold him down. And I've never felt like trembly before. The only other time was the 87 Whittier Narrows quake. That kind of I shot adrenaline through my, 6-year-old body, but I felt the same sensation, and they had to give me salt water to calm my nerves or something like that. The cops came, they found him with a gram of coke in his wallet, and he was like double the alcohol limit. So they took him in. That was it. And, your daddy's gone. And I'm like, he was never my fucking dad. What the fuck? Yeah. So now I'm roaming around City Terrace, I was basically a gypsy. That's what I was. Just looking to see where I would fit in.